the strength to be sober.
Why are you so scared of normalcy, though?
I'm not. I want to be normal because I used to be normal. I lived a sober life until I was 27 years old, and I want to go back to that. I want to be like where.
But what is it? What is it? Because you guys are in a safe place. You guys are in a. You guys are in a safe place right now. So what makes you? What makes you want to? Does it make you want to get higher more? Like, because I know when her and her homegirl came here last year and they were still in their addiction, that they felt out of place because everybody was here just kind of being chill and being sober.
It's more as if when I'm in bed and I wake up and then I go back to bed and I don't that feeling.
You don't like going to sleep?
I don't. It's like after I sleep too long for a too long amount of hours. It's a weird feeling. Too much sleep. It gets really starts being depressing. It makes you feel your body just feels off. Like you don't feel like.
You don't feel right. You feel off. Everything feels weird. Like
everybody feel irritable. Weird. You want to eat. You want to get up, eat.
You want to get up and steal Dustin's food in the middle of the night.
Yeah. And go to sleep.
Try to go to sleep.
But
and then you wake up at 9 o'clock the next evening, and you're like,
Wellbutrin is the name of that.
Yeah.
Pill.
Wellbutrin, I was prescribed Wellbutrin as a child for a mood stabilizer.
Yep, it helps with your mood, and it helps with the cravings of it.
Right, because I get really cranky too. Like I realize I've been snapping on him for no reason.
But you don't snap on me.
Samaritans the Samaritans will help you, but you're gonna have to go to Muskegon Family Care to get a family.
I'll help you. All right, so here's my thing. I get excited to go to sleep. Like I get hyper. I do a somersault into the bed. Like I jump and like do a roll into my covers because I am so happy that I am finally able to shut down.
I do now.
Right.
But I am just as excited to wake up in the morning.
I am now.
And even when I'm like tired and drained, I just spring right up. Like no matter what. And even when I'm depressed, I just try to stay moving. But what do you think it is? So you think your trigger is sleep? But we don't have. See, we don't get to have these discussions with people. People think that it's somebody saying something, or it's a sign, or it's a smell, or something. I know when I cut granite, that it reminded me when I cut like granite or marble or something like that, that it reminded me of the smell of rock, of burning rock, and that's exactly what it was. But it was the same exact smell, and it did trigger something. And I remember one time I was repairing a roof. When I first started my business, the guy was under me cooking, and the smell wafted out of the chimney, and it was almost like hello, you know what I mean? And then like they were drinking bourbon one day around me, and it grabbed my nose, and I was like, hello, old friend, how are you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I can light your cigarette and hand it to you, even though I smoked for 20 years before I quit.
Yeah, I hate them though, too. They're so nasty.
Yeah.
I hate the smell.
So you say it's sleep?
It's not necessarily sleep. I love to sleep. I do love sleeping. It's the missing out on the daylight is what bothers me so much. And I feel like if I sleep too much, if I get too much sleep, my body feels irritable. And I just feel like I could be flopping around like a silly scammon sometimes. Like I'll get up from this chair to go to that chair, and then I'll go from that chair and go here, and I'll go to this bed to that, because I'm just like, ugh, I just want to be like, and scream and just kick everything, and then like, because I slept for too much hours.
Do you feel more at home in like a quiet, chill, sober place like this?
Yes. All the way.
Or do you feel more at home when you're back at the place? See, because I understand it.
No, I feel like I'm in a trap.
I've been in the house. I've been in the house where we're all trying to find a way to hurry up and get money to get our fix. And to be honest, most people aren't honest, and everybody always one person ends up coming up more than the other person. Nobody ever breaks bread evenly when it comes to drugs.
I'm very honest about my addiction.
So if you was walking down the road and you found $40,
fuck yeah, I'm gonna go spend 20 on.
You found $40 and you were with your partner. Are you gonna tell your partner you found the 40 or?
Yeah. And I'm gonna say, 20 is mine, 20 is yours. Do what you want.
And then what do you have to do? Do you have to like share with the person whose house lets you use it or whatever, or pay like a rent or?
Yeah, fuck yeah, we did. Or Gigi would kill us in our fucking sleep.
Well, not necessarily because. Yeah.
You had to share with her.
Well, we had to. Not really. We sometimes.
It wasn't money. It wasn't really money. It was like.
You guys know I'm posting these online, right? I want people to understand it. I want to understand. I understand addiction. And I understand, but I've never used a needle. I've been scared of needles.
I'm terrified of them, but I use them all the time.
Right. Well, I'm not. No, I'll get a shot. See, because when I was a kid, I was in those places where they gave you different prescriptions, and they would have to give you a blood test, like a couple times a day, to be able to see how it was interacting with you or whatever. So, I'm not afraid of a needle. I just would never put something directly.
I'm terrified of them.
Huh?
I'm terrified of them, but I do them. I do it. I don't know how.
I understand the needle gives you instant gratification. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like I was a kid all the way up until the age of like probably 17. The one that would be jumping from lap to lap in the doctor's office because I'm getting a shot, like freaking out. No, free crying. The second I found out I was getting shots, I was crying, freaking out.
But.
I think it. If I may interject, I think it comes down to installed principles, right? Because you have to find something to stand on, right? To make you.
I think it's the feeling that you
right
know you're
or
gonna
wrong,
get.
make your choices.
It mentally makes
it's an active choice.
Okay with it because you know the feeling that is going to be coming after.
Because all your feelings and worries will be gone.
I understand dog. So like the stuff that they gave me when I was a teenager in the facilities when I would act up or act out, I was so violent and so impulsive and unpredictable that they would hit me in the butt cheek with that stuff that puts you in that place.
That Thorazine.
That you know what I mean? It took you to a different it took you to a different area and you could escape.
Days just gone, you don't know.
And I was so you know what I mean, scared or scared, or I wanted to go home so bad that I would just escape in that place. And I got to the point mentally where I felt like it could take me home. You know what I'm saying? And it would. And I would go home at that time to this place that I was comfortable with until it wore off.
I did shrooms, acid, coke, crack. And everybody was on that boy, and I always was scared of that boy, and that ruined my family's life. Yeah. And I honestly said that I didn't know. But I judged it, right? And I got so fed up one day with it and everything. And I said, fuck it. One time only did I hit that dog and shot up once in my life. And I said and told myself that no matter what, man, I can't let this here get me, right? Because I said I wouldn't. And if I said I wouldn't, then I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I can't because I gotta be something not for myself, but for the people around me. And you know what? I thought it'd be inspiring. You know what it did? It actually made them fucking angry at me. They were mad because I shot up and did dog and from. And yes, I'll admit, it felt like fucking peace.
Like all your
that's how I feel. A big reason why I want to get clean and sober.
And I'd be lying to say that. Oh my God. Yeah.
It motherfucking made your eyeball tingle.
Right.
Take me to that peace again.
Does him talking about that make you want to go back to it?
Not never in my motherfucking life will I ever go back to that shit.
Choice.
Not never in my motherfucking life, bro. I
an
will
active
never.
choice. You gotta
He
want
could do it in front of me today.
You gotta
And
want
then
not
I'll
be
be
the
And see,
fine.
that's where I
same one
want to be.
that people say
That's
you
where I
are.
want to get because
It
now
took
I
me
feel
a
like
long-
Y'all
talking.
hearing,
Took
y'all
me a
listening,
long
but
time
you
to
ain't
get here.
listening.
We're
But
listening.
yeah, and that's how I want to be.
It makes my belly upset talking about it still.
So the other day I was at the bar and they made me a drink and they gave me a lemonade and I like the Arnold Palmer or whatever. And I was kind of parched and I was getting ready to sing, so I wanted to wet my whistle. So I took a big drink and I tasted liquor
And I don't
instantly and I was repulsed. But it didn't make me sick. It didn't, you know what I mean? Like when people take like shots of vodka or shots of
makes you
tequila, it makes them queasy. Nope, it didn't make me. I didn't welcome it. I instantly rejected it and I pushed it away.
That was your first liquor drink in a long time, huh?
Long time. I quit about
Harrison?
8 to 10 years ago. No, definitely not Harrison. I went crazy. I still used to drink hardcore. But I quit like 8 to 10 years ago. And I did take a shot like 5 or 6 years ago of some Jim Beam, and then I just pushed it away because I wanted this.
Strong.
Huh?
That shit's strong.
Yeah, the alcohol doesn't really have that effect on me. I don't know. I just once I break something, I try to remove myself from it. But I want to help my people. I want to understand this more.
That part.
Yeah.
How long you been on Suboxone, V?
Since I was in the hospital the first time, March 12th. Well, about April, I think they probably put me on them.
When did you, or how many did you
March.
take? How many did you take at first?
In the beginning?
Yeah,
3.
3. And do they give you like the same euphoria as dog?
No.
No.
In the beginning, I used to get high off it, but now I'm just normal.
Okay, so how many do you take now?
A half of one, like every couple days.
Every couple of days?
Mhm.
That's what's up. Congratulations.
Heck
Now,
yeah.
they've told me that it's really hard to
It is.
cut off of it, to break from it.
But it's doable.
Like I can't eat now. I haven't ate in like 2 days because I don't have an appetite, and it sucks because with trying to detox off the Suboxone, then my blood pressure goes out crazy.
Right.
My blood pressure drops, and then it just sucks. But I try to I can get through it. I work every day, so that's the only how I get through it.
You just
Right.
push. You just
Push.
try to like bury it and just.
Yeah. If I could
keep-
beat up a wall right now, that would probably be the best.
There's a
Yeah,
punching
yeah,
bag.
yeah.
There's a punching bag in the
It'll
basement.
help my muscles.
She's one of my biggest inspirations too.
Is she?
It's
Why-
not even the detox.
Oh
it's
yeah,
your body.
because we
Your
went
body's
through.
sore.
We've lived with each other. We went through
Mhm.
a lot, and
I've helped her get through. We've helped each other get through all of
yeah,
our addictions.
and she's my big
Yep.
inspiration because I know the people I have in my life. I know what I have to look out like to look forward to, like just looking at the little puppy and the little dog and embracing it and enjoying it. Like I want to enjoy my time that I have, and I don't want to shorten it as much as I already could have or did shorten my time.
Fuck no, I-
Now, Vicky, you died though, didn't you?
Yep.
You like literally died? How many times had you been Narcaned, do you think?
Once.
Huh?
That was a one time only.
You've only been Narcaned once?
Yep.
Your whole entire time in addiction?
Yeah.
And you died, like actually died?
Yeah.
And you had like a really bad infection from it?
Yeah, I had blood infection.
Yeah. Was that scary?
Yeah.
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 So after you get the drug out of your body, they say what, you go through like 5 days for a detox?
It takes
About
like 30.
It takes 30? And they tell,
Just full like heroin, addiction, it takes a long time.
all right, now
Your body aches is the worst.
it's the worst. Now, I know people that's done construction and stuff, and that's what they said. They said, as an addict, they wouldn't want to go back to construction because it would make them relapse.
Why?
Because the pain, the aches and pains, their body's not.
Oh yeah, their back and shit. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
See, I've never done heroin, never once. I've always used methamphetamine. But, I went 2 whole months clean. Moved out to my dad's house in Walla, got away from, Muskegon. And
You
I
can't
was there
put
for
music
2
on there.
My
months.
bad.
But I still was feeling the irritable,
Yeah.
patient and
It'll block it.
sleeping all the time. And it was like,
Yeah, you can tell by people.
I felt like it was never gonna go away. Like I
people's-
was gonna live like that forever. And I'm like, eventually I called my friend up and went back to Muskegon and relapsed.
But did you come back to Muskegon to get high?
Oh yeah, I knew that's what my whole plan was. When
So-
I told her to come get me.
Do you think being away from it, like if you're living in an area that doesn't have it and you don't have any connections, that it'd be easier to get clean?
I feel like it'd be easier if I had like kind of like a coach, like
Like a
somebody
support
to-
system?
Yeah, it's like to get me out of that funky feeling like droggy and just irritable, and like I feel like if I was to get out of bed and go to an organization with people that I don't really like, new faces, and
Well, look, you can start going there, and then you can come get a job.
right, and yeah, that'd be the second thing, is
we
get a
need
job, because
motherfucking
then
people.
it'll get me out, like it'll get me out and about and moving around, and I feel like if I move around more, it might break that.
When Dustin let me start working for him when I came home from the hospital, that was the most thing that helped me.
Because
You
I
think-
was told by my friends before, that a couple of my friends, that if, in order to break that feeling and get out of that funk, you have to move. You have to get up and go for a walk, go for a jog, and just
You have to do something.
do something.
Job search is the funnest, it's the stressful, but it get your mind out of it, and it helps.
Right. And I feel like if you don't have, like with me, if I don't have a scheduled date and time for something, or knowing I have class today or tomorrow, or I'm not gonna get up like I should.
Every day.
Right. So I feel like that it might actually, like, it's a starter too for my sorority, and to try and
Just start.
right, seeing how that helps, because I've defeated myself with trying to just do it on my own.
To be honest,
And the person
When-
who gives you the money the most is the person you have to let
when
go.
James had asked if you and him could come over for a couple of nights to get your head straight, to do some laundry, to shower, whatnot, get a good meal, I asked Victoria about you right away. I said, should I watch my belongings? Can I trust her? And she said, yeah. I trust James. I trust Victoria. I don't trust a lot of people, and I seem like I'm really passive and a really nice guy, and actually I'm an asshole.
He is.
But at the same time,
He gets the bitch button.
It's really
Yes.
not easy to trust
I do want to say
users.
something though, because I do believe that took courage. Yes, I'm disappointed to find out that you did use when you left. You know, and I didn't think you could use at the place you was at. So,
Tracy?
Yeah.
well,
What are you?
she's not allowed
Every
to though.
single bedroom I
Tracy's
use.
made it.
Tracy does.
She's made it.
Every
she's
single
made
person.
it known that she don't want nobody shooting up in
It
her
don't matter.
house
Using
anymore.
is using. It doesn't matter if it's in a rig or if it's in a bubble or if you're hitting it, or it's still
Specifically
the
told you though.
is that what you guys call a needle or
But what I'm
rig?
saying, don't sugarcoat
My
it.
main.
I thought something
That's the
else,
main thing I really want to get away from.
and I'm
Yeah,
trying to
so
give you
the
a
number
compliment.
one thing you have.
The
I will go to Red Project
Okay.
and tell that
Back to
girl I will cut
curves.
her throat. She gives you more needles. I'm not
That's my
playing.
main focus. The main thing, but I really
I will
the
smack that
the
bitch. She keeps
100%
giving
main
me
focus
needles.
is to get off the completely.
'Cause I noticed the
But-
bitch giving you them.
I really want to get. I want to just never look at a freaking needle in my life again.
Fucking tree.
So I'm cool with you guys coming here for a couple of days. That's why James, probably the first time James probably ever told you about me, you probably didn't even understand that. He's like, we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna
Not really.
we're
nervous.
we're gonna go somewhere. We're gonna get some food and we're gonna be warm or whatever. I have no ulterior motives. I don't want nothing from you guys. I wish I had more to offer than just a couple of nights for a couple of people.
Right.
But I also can't have you guys here using. This is a safe
Oh, no.
space. This is a safe space. This is not a place for you
Heck no.
to get high.
Yeah,
You know what
no,
I'm saying?
I
What
never-
kind of anti-drug advocate would I be
Right.
if I was being a hypocrite?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's. I would never. When I knew that from like day one, I even told James I would never ever. Not even not nothing not even a residue baggie, nothing would ever come to close to this house because that I respect that and I honor that. And if there was to be a relapse or whatever, it would be, I would leave. I would take off.
But why don't? What can you do? What can you do in a moment of self evaluation? Because it was, I mean, evidently I've seen addicts get high. I've seen addicts be on life support. I've seen them get staph infections of the heart. Mm-hmm. I've seen them die.
Yeah,
and like not come back. Mm-hmm. But I've also seen them as soon as they came. As soon as they came out of 3 weeks, 6 weeks, 10 weeks in the hospital. And being recovered, I know that is cute as a button.
That's what I want to live for.
They went and got high. You know what I'm saying? They went and got high immediately. So what I'm saying is what do you think you can do? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to learn here. I'm trying to develop a system and an infrastructure to help our people because I'm tired of seeing our people die.
Right.
What do you think you can do when you acknowledge that trigger to, you know what I'm saying? Is that why you're doing the color thing, the scratch art thing? You know what I'm saying? What can curve that craving?
Her coloring.
Yeah. Occupying my
Coloring.
brain with anything.
Coloring, nails, hair, makeup.
Art or clothes.
We go shopping, thrift store shopping is what we do. Thrift store shopping.
That's
Thrift store shopping?
Thrift store
Yep. Pretty much anything that's hands-on activity that I enjoy doing, as in it can be a craft, it can be acrylic nails. Like I could even put
construction is a good thing in the beginning.
And I could have put in get it.
Yeah, but Vicky, you were on a
sledgehammer.
Vicky, you were on like a whole machine. Didn't you have like a machine attached to you for like almost a year?
That's what scares the crap out of me.
I got it off on the day before New Year's.
How long was it on? Like 8 months or?
About that, yeah.
10 months.
Since I left the hospital, I had to wear it every
And you
day.
took it off last month?
Yep.
And you're 11 months in your recovery?
No. I'm like almost...
$12 months?
Yeah, I guess, yeah, 12.
You're a year in your recovery, and you had to wear that machine for almost the whole entire year?
Mm-hmm.
And you had to sleep with it on and
Yeah, it's just
all that?
I had to be in the house every night.
And
that's another good thing that gave me structure, cause
You had to have that machine monitor your heart. And your heart was at what was your...
it went from 14% to 17 back down to 12, and then from 12 it went to 25 to 40.
And now it's on 40?
Yep, it's probably above that now.
And then you got to still go see the doctor like once a month at least, or...
Yeah, I do weekly.
And you got to do how much pills?
I take like 20 pills.
Oh, God.
And this is all because of your addiction?
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
And could you get that same infection that caused all that from using any needle, like not just dog?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So just using needles in general?
I got heart failure because from my body swelling up.
You can get a blood infection from your blood.
From my body swelling up because my heart was so weak.
Preeclampsia.
Then when I had my baby, it gave me my whole body swelled up with preeclampsia from infections, from using drugs.
Yeah, and just the needle alone itself is a major...
But the heart failure from my body swelling up gained fluid around my heart and put a lot of pressure on my bottom heart valve. It was my top heart valve in the beginning. The infection did, and then my kidneys failed, and my gallbladder's still fucked up to this day from it.
It's definitely a life shorten. It shortens your life tremendously, and if not instantly. And that's what my family and the people that are here for me would be. It would be unbearable for them to live. Like, I don't feel like I should go before my parents should go. I feel like I should, you know.
When's the last time you spent time with your parents?
I spend like a day a month with my dad because he lives in Walla Walla, so he comes down here and visits me for a couple hours once a month.
Her stepdad ain't good for her.
Oh, my stepdad's actually clean.
Is he?
Yeah, he's actually he's doing good. And
What started your addiction?
a boyfriend,
A
an
boyfriend?
ex-boyfriend,
A boyfriend?
stealing my marijuana.
So,
He stole my weed and went and got a bag, and I was really against the shit. Like
but you would do it for the
considered him-
sake of love, or?
I did it for this
Yeah.
irritation. I was pissed off because and kind of the sake of love because my dad, it was Christmas and my dad's my rock and he's like got a lot of health issues himself and he's old, like 73. So it could be. I value him and cherish him 100%. Anything he gives me, I value it because it could be tomorrow and I never see him. But if you think about it, it could be like that for anybody in your.
Anybody, anytime. I wish I could like. I was just like, I still like every day. I'm just like, if I'd have just spent like 5 more minutes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I got mine on.
I should start thinking like that for everybody in my life, like my dad, because like it scares the living heck out of me. My dad's my supporter. My dad's my my go-to for everything, and so he had gave me 2 ounces of weed for Christmas, and my ex-boyfriend at the time had stolen it from me to go get a bag, and I was against him doing methamphetamine because I was against drugs, and I did not like it. This was before it became, anyways, but anyway, so I was mad because he stole my weed for my Christmas present for my father, for a bag for himself, and I told him, every time I catch you doing this shit, you're cheating on me, because you're going behind my back, and you're doing something that I'm not okay with, and I'm against. And so it was like the third or fourth time he stole my Christmas present for my father, my marijuana, and then I was like, well, where's my weed? And he came up with an excuse that he went to go sell it for our room stay because we were staying in a hotel room, and I was like, no, and I knew right then and there. So I snatched whatever he had on his pocket. I snatched it out of his pocket, and he's like, what are you gonna do with that? And I was like, well, it's mine. I'm gonna do whatever I want with it. I'm gonna sell it. Oh wait, and then I told him, I was like, no, I don't sell drugs. I won't do that. So I guess now that I ain't got no weed to get high on, I'm gonna get high on this. And he's like, you don't know how to do it. I was like, you're gonna teach me.
And you tried it, and then you were hooked since then?
Instantly.
Where's the boyfriend now?
He just got out of prison about a year ago, and he, I guess, cleared up his life, sobered up, and is living in Holland.
Nick.
No, not Nick.
Oh, I was about to say he's doing good
Derek
too.
Umler.
I was gonna say,
How do
he's
you
doing good
feel? How do you feel about the person that
And he's not the
introduced
one-
you to your addiction being clean and you still being stuck in your addiction? Are you upset or envious about
Yeah,
it?
because
Or?
I thought he was going to come home to me. When he got out of prison for the 2 years, he said he was going to come home, and then he said that if I wasn't to get clean, that he was going to walk. Well, the 2 years came up, and I was still out there doing bad, and he got out, and he walked away. He left me, and I told him, I was like, well, and I remember him being in prison on the phone. I told him, I was like, well, if you want me to quit, you're the start of this. I need you to be the end of this.
Do you think that you're only being since last night of using? Would you consider yourself in recovery?
I feel like I'm in recovery as long as I feel like I want to recover, I'm in recovery.
Vicky, how long do you think a person being sober does it take to consider them in recovery?
Because when we were living together at Gigi's house, I told her, anytime was brought up to me if I wanted to recover, no, I like how I am. I like doing this. I want to do that, and it's just, I didn't want a recovery.
James calls me
I
all
like
the
the way I-
time. James calls me all the time and tells me, I want to get sober, Dustin. I want to stop this. I don't want to live this life anymore. I want to be clean. I hate this life. And then he gets high.
See, I feel
That's
different
why when
because-
his brother calls me, I don't answer because he always ends the conversation with, "Can I borrow $10?"
See, it's opposite for me and him because I want to get clean because I love this life. And I want to live this life.
What do you want to do?
I want to be there for my son.
You have a son?
Yeah,
How old's your son?
13.
Really? How long has it
You're
been
a
since you've
couple.
seen him?
3 years.
2 or 3. Since you've seen your son?
Yeah.
Does your son know who you are?
Oh, yeah.
Does he know you're in addiction?
I don't know.
Who has your son?
His dad's mom.
Yeah.
He knows that was able to do visits. It was just a phone call to make a visit, and
So you can still visit him?
probably.
You just don't want to go see him because you're in addiction?
I'm guessing.
You don't know?
It's not. I don't want to see him. I do want to see him, but I don't take. I guess I do want to see him. It's just I don't take the incentive to call him to make a visit. And I do think the drugs do play a big factor.
It blocks the
It blacks that.
Miss.
It
Sad.
makes your
Sad.
like almost like I'll say, oh, I need to see my son. I need to make a visit with him, and then 2 months go by, like a blink of an eye, or a day goes by, like a blink of an eye, and it's like
Because we block all of our emotions just in fuck mode when we're high.
Yeah.
Fuck this and fuck them and
right. And then I've realized a lot of times when I'm in the process of trying to become sober, or like the first 2 weeks of sobriety, by the second week usually I start saying, I want my mom, I start crying like, I want to see my dad.
Is your mom healthy for
oh,
you?
you're feeling good.
Is your mom healthy for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you think that Vicky would ever get clean? I mean, honestly,
I have a few times. Okay.
I'm just.
Probably because when we were living at Gigi's house, I'm gonna say no because I felt like everybody was just like me. I didn't want to be clean.
So was she an amazing inspiration?
Yes, she is a huge inspiration because it shows me that it's a real legit.
But we can do it.
It kills you from the inside. It kills you.
So what are you gonna do next time that you have a craving?
I hopefully my recovery coach will know what to tell me to do.
So you think in between the times,
But, no.
Vicky is your recovery coach right now, player?
That's another.
But she does. She tells me.
No, what I'm saying is, you think your recovery coach is going to be able to tell you between now and your next craving? Do you have a recovery coach yet?
No, but
We will by the end of the day.
Do you think
see what I need to really look at, find out. The questions I have is a recovery coach going to be at my doorstep when I'm wanting to
No.
run?
no,
Or
No, there you have to call them.
no?
well, I know
It's just a
that,
sponsor,
but, like, are
dude.
They gonna are they gonna pull up and take me to
No.
the beach or
No.
like just to get?
No, you want me to tell you about recovery? I can't say the name, but she told me that I was right there by her, and she looked at all her girls and were like, "Look, I'm your recovery coach. I'll take you to your appointments. I'll take you to classes. I'll take you to groups.
Right.
Other than that, don't call my fucking
Right.
phone.
Right.
I'll get you through it. There's a recovery house for the girls, and like she helps them and,
And
she
that's
does
like-
everything with them. But like, if they need to go to the store,
No.
Yeah.
They walk.
But-
But see, that's the kind of organizations that I need is groups and things in my life because then it will get me out of that funk.
and that's a
and
really
it'll
good
get me back
thing to
into
look into
society.
because that recovery house, bro, is actually there's actually some really good girls.
I want to
there.
start an all-girls
There's
recovery
there's,
house.
I think, well, there's it phrases because.
But I want
kick you
people
out.
like you guys to help me design it.
Yeah, right there.
The infrastructure of it. Well, I know about that one, but I don't want to say any other names or whatever, but I want to build a safe place for addicts by addicts.
Mm-hmm.
Cuz The people that design these places usually aren't former addicts. They're just trying to give you a safe place to be at, but they don't understand the infrastructure. It's more of a controlled environment or a non-controlled environment. So I want to crack the code.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I want to crack the code. I want to find out. Like you said, what if we randomly want to go to the beach? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Have a little trip with
So
As Samaritan says that too. Samaritans, you
But,
can go
yeah.
there and sit there all day long. You can sit there with
Right.
TV. They cook
And
food.
that's where a lot of the
They
groups.
think-
is Samaritans an
play, too.
actual facility, or
Yes,
is it?
listen, if you go online now, Samaritans is actually, they got all of their fundings and shit to down. Now they're actually a
You guys
recovery
take like
center.
trips and
They do everything together. I think every Friday they do a big.
they do the
everybody-
volunteering and everybody's
Yeah.
all together and there's
Yeah.
unity and
Yeah, they do them. They do it weekly, bro. And every day they have stuff going on there. They have groups. There's people up there. There's just recovery coaches that sit there and wait for people to come in. If they need somebody to talk to, he's there to talk to them. Or there's this Ashley's there, and Joe's a really good person too.
Yeah, and I started kind of feeling this.
His wife Randy's a nice lady too.
I felt this, kind of been feeling this feeling from the first time of feeling the wanting to get help from recovery.
have you been to Samaritans, Andrea?
No, I've never been to no
I've tried
recovery.
to get her there a couple
No, I've never talked to a coach. I've not done
You
anything.
had, so this is your first step.
Yeah,
You've completed your first step.
Yeah, she's in recovery.
Right now, you are in recovery
Right.
because you are doing.
Right.
You're right, yeah.
You're creating this first step, right? That's my guess from the outside looking in. You're looking into it. You're branching out. You're trying to build a system to save yourself.
Look, a glow in the dark ducky.